I watch Abdul, he's full of shit.
A Democratic primary is over. The political war has just begun. Trump is unleashing blistering attacks on Michigan's Senate nominee Abdul El-Sayed, while Democrats see the race as key to retaking the Senate. November's battle may have already started. Trump has a new political target, and this time, it's not a Republican rival. Just hours after Michigan Democrats chose their Senate nominee, the US president launched a blistering attack, branding the progressive candidate a communist and accusing him of hating Jews and Israel. The candidate has rejected the claims, setting the stage for what could become one of America's most closely watched Senate battles. US President Donald Trump sharply criticized Michigan Democratic Senate candidate Abdul El-Sayed during a speech in Las Vegas, repeatedly describing him as a communist and accusing him of hating Jews and Israel.
And the polls were wrong again last night when they thought it would be a landslide victory for a hater of Jews and a hater of Israel. This guy hates Jews. Somebody said, oh, that's a little strong. No, he hates Jews and he hates Israel. Abdul El-Sayed. Can you believe this? This could only happen to me. Abdul El-Sayed, lovely gentleman. He's a man of hate. And now he's going around saying, no, I love everybody. He doesn't love everybody. Put him in office. You're going to find out what he loves. He doesn't love Israel. He doesn't love Jewish people. He hates them. He hates them with a passion that burns in his heart, and there's not a frickin' thing he can do about it. There's not a thing he can do about it, because he hates them. Every time this has happened, and you do that, you go through squalor, and add the word again, filth, crime, death, destruction, embarrassment. You lose your home, you lose your apartment, and that's where the communists will take us 100%. When I watch Abdul, he's full of shit.
The 41-year-old physician secured the Democratic nomination on Tuesday and will now face Republican candidate Mike Rogers in November, in a contest widely seen as crucial to Democratic hopes of regaining control of the US Senate. Throughout his remarks, Trump sought to portray El-Sayed as part of a broader left-wing movement, while predicting that Republicans would win the seat. El-Sayed's campaign focused on healthcare, the economy, and ending unconditional US military aid to Israel. His victory has reignited debate within the Democratic Party over whether progressive candidates can succeed statewide in key battleground states. Following Trump's remarks, El-Sayed responded during an interview with CNN.
I'm glad he thinks I'm a lovely gentleman. A lot of people think so. Look at the background. It says no tax on tips. The man can't stay focused. That's like the one thing that he did to offer any economic relief. But instead of that, he's more focused on me and what I'm going to do while we're living through a generational affordability crisis.
On Wednesday, El-Sayed also reached out to Jewish voters, calling them his sisters and brothers, and pledging that he remained committed to their safety. His victory has also drawn comparisons with New York City Mayor Zohran Mamdani, whose campaign focused heavily on working-class voters. Asked whether El-Sayed was a mini Mamdani, the New York City mayor dismissed the comparison with humor.
You know, I have had the privilege of speaking to Dr. El-Sayed a few times. What I will say, and this was years ago, once when he came to New York City, he can lift a lot more than I can. And I think we should give him his respect in that way. I don't think in any way this man is a mini Mamdani. I also think that what we're talking about is someone who has shone a light on the importance of public health and healthcare in our country for years. And I am proud to be part of a movement of politicians and candidates who are looking to put working class Americans back at the heart of our politics. And that's our focus here in New York City. And just from what we're seeing in Michigan, it looks like that's what Michiganders want there to be their focus come November.
While progressive Democrats celebrated the result, Republicans intensified their criticism, with senior Republican figures accusing the Democratic Party of embracing increasingly left-wing politics. For now, Michigan's Senate race has moved firmly into the national spotlight. What began as a Democratic primary has rapidly become a broader political battle, one that could shape not only the balance of power in Washington, but also the future direction of both America's major political parties. A political feud, a public challenge, and now an invitation to settle it inside a boxing ring. Tel Aviv's deputy mayor has challenged New York City Mayor Zohran Mamdani to a charity boxing match, accusing him of fueling anti-Israel sentiment and hatred towards Jewish people. The unusual proposal has quickly drawn attention as tensions over the Israel-Gaza conflict continue to spill into international politics. Tel Aviv Vice Mayor Guy Avner issued the challenge in a video posted on Instagram, directly addressing Mayor Mamdani over what he described as repeated anti-Israel remarks. Avner accused the New York City mayor of creating hostility towards Jewish people and said he wanted the two leaders to face each other in the ring rather than continue exchanging criticism through public statements. In the video, Avner declared that he loved both America and New York City, but described Mamdani as bad news.
Mayor Mamdani, you've been saying a lot of horrible stuff, creating a lot of hatred towards the Jewish people. As the Vice Mayor of Tel Aviv, I'm going to stand strong. I love America, I love New York City, but you, Mamdani, you're bad news.
He then challenged him to a charity boxing match, saying the proceeds could go entirely to a charity of Mamdani's choice.
You and me, in the ring, charity event. I'm coming for you. There's nowhere to run. There's nowhere to hide. It's time. You and me, face to face.
In the caption accompanying the video, Avner urged viewers to share it until Mamdani accepted. He also joked that the fight could take place in Tel Aviv, adding that Mamdani would not be arrested there. The remark referred to comments Mamdani made in July, when he told the New York Times that his administration was considering detaining Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu if he attended the United Nations General Assembly in New York this September. Mamdani later clarified that New York City did not have the authority to enforce the International Criminal Court's arrest warrant for Netanyahu, effectively walking back the earlier suggestion. Speaking to the Jerusalem Post after posting the video, Avner explained that boxing was about confronting an opponent directly.
Mayor Mamdani has repeatedly thrown punches at Israel, the IDF, and many Jews around the world with his rhetoric. Instead of fighting through headlines and social media, I invited him to step into the ring, where there are rules, respect, and accountability.
Avner also said he chose this moment because words have consequences, referring to the rise in anti-Semitic incidents around the world following the Hamas-led attacks on southern Israel on October 7, 2023. He argued that political leaders should work to reduce tensions rather than inflame them. For now, there has been no response from Mayor Mamdani. Whether the challenge remains political theatre or becomes a real charity event, it has added another unexpected chapter to the increasingly heated international debate surrounding Israel and the war in Gaza.